man.
Yeah, very long. So
back out. Good job. Hey, when this thing, what do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Should I let them know that we pounded them, the last Instant Thunder people, as far as the investments? Y'all should mention it. Okay. Let me think about it. I'm thinking, is there music coming and then doing it? Because it's 10:01. Or is it live? Hey, Amanda. Holy cow! Oh, wow. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm... Is there any way we could get Jeff Bright's song playing? Is that possible? Can we get that going in honor of Bright? No? Can we get it? It's coming. Be patient. Be patient. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. I'm so fired up. Stan, the man. Come up here, man. Come up here, Stan. Y'all give Stan a holler. Diane, I got a green light here. Good to go. 100%. We trust this one. 100%. No doubt. You know what I'm asking. Okay. We're going to call you Free Man Stan. You know why? Hold up your wrist. Look at that. Yeah?
It's gone.
You know what? See, tell them what happened, Stan. Tell them what happened. How come we're gonna call you Free Man Stan? How come there's no bracelet on here anymore?
Okay, I'll tell them why. Okay.
Tell them who you are and who you hired by.
Stan Ulrich, hired by Penny and George Wilson, part of the Diane Lampy and Fitz organization. Out of Arlington, Texas.
That's right.
That's right. So the wristband commitment actually came off a dare. Somebody said, I bet you won't do it. And you don't bet me. You don't dare me to do something. So we were at a conference. It's actually happened a couple years ago, so I've been doing it ever since. I always set a goal for myself. So this conference, NatCon, I was trying to figure out, what could I do? What could I do to challenge myself, to trick myself into pushing forward and making something happen and not giving up?
Hey, how about this? Trick yourself into doing what you already knew you needed to do.
Right.
Just for whatever reason, you didn't have the motivation to do it.
Right.
I like people like this and other people getting their face telling them how to do it one more time. How to do it one more time. He knew how to do it. He just needed motivation to do it.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
what happened?
So I kept seeing this backpack.
I need to see a backpack.
And I kept seeing these
Somebody
ribbons.
with a backpack. Somebody with a backpack.
And they were
got
doing
the
these
motivation.
conference calls,
That's
special conference calls.
That. You wanted one.
I have, you know how some people are addicted to watches and shoes and purses? Well, I'm addicted to bags. I like bags.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind, I just like them.
I like a bag. If I was a girl, I'd be broke from buying pocketbooks.
Yeah, exactly. My wife don't understand that.
Mine don't either.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
Right. I like a bag. I'll put in that bag. It's a bag inside of a bag.
Some of y'all think I'm kidding. Rachel knows I'm serious. I'll take a picture of her bag right there. I was like, that bag. I said, look, bag look just like the bag my daughter bought last week in New York.
That's how it happens. So this is what happens. I have FOMO. I have FOMO,
You got
Andy.
FOMO.
I have
I got FOMO. Who got FOMO?
Does everybody here know what FOMO is?
Let's tell me one time. Ready?
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. I do not like missing out. I'm the youngest of 5 boys, and I do not like to be like, my brothers used to say, like, well, you can come next time. I'm like, I want to come now. Don't leave me out. And you guys are doing these special conference calls for SEAL team, and I go like, I should be SEAL team. I need a backpack.
Yeah, you do.
I need a ribbon. Yeah, I need to be Good Samaritan. I want to give money away. And so I said, you know what? I'm not cutting this wristband off. The wristband that they give you at NetCon, y'all know that thing is I don't know what it's made out of.
Carbon.
But you just don't snatch it off. It's not like when you go to a party for the weekend, you can just snatch it off. It's not one of those. And I said, you know what? I'm going to leave this thing on until I hit SEAL team. And so I put it on, and my wife said, you going to do that again? I said, yeah, I'm going to do it again. And I did it, and I committed to it, and I was like, okay, now I got to figure out how to get the SEAL team. I got to get these numbers up. I got to get some recruits. I got to make it happen, and it didn't happen in February.
Listen, let me slow down this word. Listen. Once I decided I was going to do it, then I started saying, how am I going to do it?
It's them circles.
Well, I was getting ready to ask my staff, somebody run down to Walmart and get us some wristbands. And let y'all all go out of here with a wristband on. All right, see what we can do, Amber. See if you can make it happen. We're working on it right now.
Andy, I'll tell them this though. Don't just yell wristbands. If you're not gonna make a serious goal, I don't make goals that's like I'm gonna set 10 appointments next week. Okay, I always set 10 appointments. Like you got to set a goal that's realistic and something to strive for. And then that'll help you push through because that wristband don't go away. And I wore one for 8 months as fits. He was like, dude, you still got the wristband on? I was like, I still have it on. He was like, you can take it off. I go, can't take it off. I can't
That's
take it off.
integrity, right? You showed integrity right there.
Couldn't take it. My rock.
Ain't nothing like integrity.
He's like, I mean, like I washed. The wristband was on so long that I washed all the color away from it. It was plastic.
You know what's crazy? Somebody told me they looked at one of the red, white, and blue ribbons from last year and said it was starting to turn yellow. I don't know what they meant by that.
It's fading. It's fading.
They're gonna need to get a fresh one.
They need to get a fresh one. Well, if you put that wristband on, I'm telling you, you have to make a goal that's serious. So I'm thinking already. I'm thinking of what when we come in for family reunion. Maybe we should have a booth at family reunion for all those who want to commit. So when you register, you tell people what your goal is. Like my wife, she knew what my goal was. Liz knew what my goal. My team knows that it was SEAL team for me. So when we come to family reunion, whatever your goal is, you tell people and announce it to people. Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I called you up here. I was like, what a great idea. And I was like, then I'm going to have to ask my staff to go get some wristbands and see what we do. And then there's other people going to say this. I'm going to commit too after family reunion. In between now and then, I'm going to get ready.
Well, let's do it now. Somebody go to Walmart. And get some wristbands.
We're working on it.
It's It's serious though.
Task force has been deployed.
That's it.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. How would you like to see somebody that's hit it every single time since this dadgum thing kicked off? Every single time. Get on up here. Katrina Gustin.
They got him.
Where did these come from? Y'all grab a seat. These are not free. These are not free. We're going to have commitments.
You got to have a commitment.
And I ain't talking about I'm going to eat one less donut. I ain't talking about I'm going to start flossing. It's going to be tied to something up in here on the alliance. Some kind of activity that's tied to productivity. Because we ain't going to judge you based on your mama and your daddy and your accent. We're going to judge you based on what you do. You with me? Hey, listen to this. I got news for some of you. We're not going to judge you on what happened to you in your past. How you failed. How somebody wronged you. How you couldn't control that circumstance and you don't want to be blamed for it and you don't want to be labeled with it from here on out. So we're going to wipe that out going forward up in the alliance. What I'm talking about? What do you think about that? All right, so we got to think about this.
Ooh, this is gonna be
we got a
crazy.
while to do this. We don't have to do it while the show is live. We don't have to do it while the show is live because they ain't here. These people are here. That's right. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You with me? All right, so Katrina, let's see if we can get this mic working. I am less business oriented and more Army, more woodsy oriented today with my big old booties on here. You with me?
I'm with you.
You with me?
Yeah.
So tell them what we're getting ready to do up in here with the SEAL team.
We getting ready to shoot some guns.
We're going out to the cabin. We're going out to the leadership cabin, and we're going to have a good time. We've got big plans. We have got we do have fully automated, what was it? M16s. We have fully automated M16s,
Seriously?
50 cal Barrett. And one of my brothers from that had bombs blow off his legs, buddy of mine, Garrett, he's going to be out there. And he'll be walking around with us, talking trash. That's kind of crazy.
I can tell I'm gonna like him.
You're going to like him a lot. Oh, you're going to like him. And so we're going to meet him, chat with him. We're going to have a good time. So tell them who you are and tell them what you had done.
My name is Katrina Gustin. I'm from Orlando, Florida, hired by Mickey Cruz, part of Mike and Noel Leventovich team. And I am 5-time SEAL team.
Wow. 5-time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-time SEAL team. Did you care what I was saying? But I like everybody wear a red, white, and blue ribbon. But if they start to get yellow, you know what I'm saying? We need to repeat. We need some repeats, and we need some new Petes. How many of y'all need to be a new Pete? How about a first Pete? We need some new SEAL team.
Yeah.
And that means 5-time Good Samaritan bonus.
Yes, sir.
Tell them about the charities you have sent money to.
I have one charity that I've sent money to, and we matched it every month. They were so excited. You just don't even know how excited they were.
Boom out.
called Fight Ministries. There's some friends of mine, we used to go to church together, and they moved down to the Dominican Republic because there's a major problem with human trafficking there. So that's their ministry, is to take people in, take care of them, see if they can get them out of that.
So so that is, you do the math on this, that's $1,250 minimum that we have given to this ministry, meaning we, as in we cut the check because of her commitment to activity.
Nice.
Alliance activity produces results. We have a simple playbook that's very clear. Has everybody got one of the playbooks? Has everybody got hands on a playbook? It's a one-page playbook. Everybody's got the one-page playbook. This is what we stand for. This is what we believe. This is what we do. This is what we stand for. This is what we believe. This is what we do. That's called commitment. I'm looking for one more committed. And people that are not committed, I am going to be nice to them. But in my mind, I'm thinking, they are not committed. And I cannot commit to where I can. Commitment goes both ways. It can't be commitment and this person don't commit. You tracking with me? Let me tell you something. Y'all got children, mamas, daddies, spouses that are looking for commitment to activity. You with me? And I want to put it in front of y'all so see what it looks like. As a matter of fact, all March, everybody that qualified SEAL team in March, would y'all join me up here on the stage? Give them a hand, guys. SEAL team, baby. March SEAL team. Bring your backpack if you got it. Bring your backpack if you got it. Bring your ribbons, bring your backpack. Get up in here. Okay, to be clear, Stan did not leave because he did not qualify in March. He went to get his backpack.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I think he missed it while he was up here. I saw him kept looking around, looking like Linus, looking for his daggone blankie. Ain't that right?
That's right.
There they are. See, you should look. Let me take back out of here. Y'all crowd in here. Y'all should take pictures of them and say, like, I'm looking for people like this. You with me? I'm looking for people like this. Y'all going up in there. Going up in there, Rachel. Rachel, soon up in there. Look at here. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's what you want, is people like this. Listen, when we say people like us, now I'm telling you, it's people like this that we're looking for. That's what we're trying to find. Look at them. Woohoo!
SEAL team.
See, here's what people miss. They're out there yakking, telling people how to do this business. Like, you look, take a picture. That's what you look like. Couple right there, right here, right here, right here. Single mama, right here. You with me? Just here's a West Coast connection right here. Carrie, you need a West Coast connection right here. You need a Denver connection. Preacher's kid right here. People like that, you need to find them. And let me tell you something. Here's what you need to do. You need to ask them. You need to say, will you copy me? Will you copy me? Will you come with me? You do what I'm doing? And then you need to do. Does that make sense? People say, how do I find great people? I said, be one. How do I get good Samaritan bonus people on my team? Be one. Be a good Samaritan person. And then turn around and help somebody. What we're looking to do across the country, in every hot spot across the country, we want to identify everybody in there that's hitting good Samaritan bonus every single month. Okay, and what it looks like in some hot spots, we don't have anybody good Samaritan bonus yet. And in one hot spot, actually in 3 hot spots, we've got 5 good Samaritan bonus people hitting it every single month. So between 0 to 5, okay? So let's say the average is 2 good Samaritan bonus. What if we bump the average to 4? Listen to me. How simple is this? We got to break it down lower and say, all right, I don't mind telling you how to do it, but I need somebody that wants to do it across America. Somebody that wants to do Good Samaritan bonus. Now, if we have to give you one of these wristbands to get you going, or if I have to do something more drastic to get you going, I'll do whatever I got to do to get you going. Does that make sense? Let me get my... That'll get them going. How about that? Yeah. Tick-tock, tick-tock. We got to get them going. We got to get them going. So we go from 2 in a meeting. Everybody look around the meeting. Matter of fact, I want y'all to look around out there and see if you can identify somebody you think's got a shot. And say, look. And look, do me a favor. Get somebody that ain't on your team. It's not shocking that you want somebody on your team to go Good Samaritan bonus. Find somebody that's not on your team and say, I want to be your sponsor. I want to be your sponsor. I want to be the one that sponsors you. Because here's what we're going to do. We're getting ready to roll out something big, I mean big, in the Alliance. And it works like this. Brand new people have to find 2 or 3 people in a hot spot that will sponsor them. Not in their upline. See how crazy it's going to get? And say, I'm going to help you. So if you're a Good Samaritan bonus person that ain't helped nobody outside of your group become a Good Samaritan bonus person, how you going to multiply yourself? Does this make sense? This is going to get crazy. It is. I'm telling you. So people always ask me, how do I get my business to grow? How do I get my business to grow? I go, well, first of all, be one, and then find one. I got 14 people. I go, you like a guy in the dark who's got the boogeyman by the tail. You like a guy in the dark who's got the boogeyman by the tail. You with me? You're going to trip over, bump your head, and be dead before you know it. Run around scared, and there ain't even nothing there. You follow what I'm saying? You want to run around scared, and ain't nothing there. I got 13 people. You ain't got nothing. You with me? They say they're going to do it. Their gums are meeting in the middle. But there ain't no feety hitting the streety. You follow what I'm saying? You with me? Yep. That's what we're looking for. Activity, Alliance activity is book 20 appointments a week. You say, well, I can't book 20. Well, how many? Listen to me. How many can you book? Right. How many can you book? How many doors can you knock on? People say, well, I understand, and I'm putting in the work, I'm not getting... Who feels like, listen to this one, this is a crazy one. Who feels like you're putting in the work, you know you're putting in the work, there'll be other chances, you don't feel like you got to raise your hand, there'll be other chances for you to raise your hand. Don't lie. I'm putting in, I'm dialing at least 250, sometimes 400 a week, and I'm just not getting the results. I'm running Craigslist ads, and I'm talking to 20 or 30 people a week, and I'm just not getting the recruits and the productivity. My company's not growing like I want it to. How many people feel like that? You feel it? You're putting it into work. Okay, that's one right there. We came up here. Raise your hand higher. Jan, right there, right here. What's your name, sir? Trevor. David. I got some tips for you. Well, it's right here. What's your name? Huh? Austin. I'm supposed to be talking to y'all anyway. Megan's group, right? All right, so somebody needs to identify. You with me? Raise your hands again so we can get you. Okay, now if we find out they ain't doing the work, back in the back, who is that? Taylor? All right, somebody outside of Chadwick's groups need to identify Taylor and say, huh, Trevor? And David? Anybody over here? Who is that? Over there. Yeah, Linda. We got your help there. Lisa, we got you. All right, somebody got them? Everybody got somebody? And it won't hurt if it's 2 of you on one person. Now, who said you feel like if you knew somebody was going to help you, you'd start putting in the work? Raise your hand. If you knew somebody was going to help you, you'd start putting in the work. How many of you just ain't going to put in the work? Just no, I didn't mean no. How many of you, if we gave you a crutch, how many if we had somebody carry you across the finish line, you'd be willing to ride on their back? Easy. Bill Cook. Yes, sir. How you doing, buddy? You ready to do this thing? Come up in here, Bo. Good to see you, man.
Good to be here.
Do you have some people commit to the annuity package?
Absolutely. I think we had about 100.
I feel like there's one more out there that needs to get in on that program.
Well, Becca said there's free shipping, so let's get it on.
Free shipping on the annuity package.
It's what changed my life in annuity
The
sales.
free shipping or the annuity package?
Both of them.
Both of them.
No, I mean, the packet is everything somebody needs to get going, and the annuity sales have helped so many people and changed so many lives, not only for clients, but for the agents that are here.
I want y'all to see what a winner looks like. Bill Cook's a winner. Here's another winner, but his name is Winner, which makes him special. Colin, when you decide to do the work, like you've decided to go SEAL team, what type of mental tricks, like you heard Stan's deal, sure. What kind of mental tricks that you can share with us? Don't share with something that you shouldn't share with us. Okay. But what kind of mental tricks that you do to get yourself, is this helpful to anybody? Yes. You hear what I'm fixing to ask him? Yep. This is a guy that has come out of the gate, very first year. It didn't take a whole year to win the trip to the Mediterranean, did it?
6 months.
Okay, first 6 months, won a Mediterranean cruise with us. How old are you?
24 now.
24 years old. So he was 23 years old when he won it. Won a Mediterranean. Y'all get to know him. And had some things go on. Skipped a couple months. And we called him. We said, what's going on? He said, I'm not doing the things I need to do to get my head right. And I said, well, can we help you? And he was like, well, you calling out here. But I know me calling didn't do it. And I know Robbie Kraft called you. And I know Marcus, you know what I mean? Yep. I know that's not what did it.
Right.
Now, we might have reminded you or encouraged you, but what did you start thinking about to make you get up and do the work? Start making the dials?
Well, I guess, are you talking about just recently or
yeah,
back when I first started?
Recently.
Recently. It was just getting back into the swing of things. I kind of lost track of what I was going for.
Right.
And kind of, when I realized that it was just time to get back to work. And when it's time to get back to work, you just have to put your head down and, put in the activity. That's really all it takes.
Do you like write it on a piece of paper 10 times? Do you put a band on your wrist? Do you sleep on the floor? I had a friend one time, he was talking about recruiting, and he was like, until I recruit 2 people in a month, I'm going to sleep beside my bed.
Well, we have a basement in the house that I live in, and it gets kind of cold down there.
Yeah.
And so I just go down there and I'll kind of lock the door and just make sure I don't leave until I get my dials done.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a prison almost. But yeah, and then
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
He goes in a cold basement and locks the door and don't come out until he books the appointments.
That's true.
That's the kind of tricks that some people need to say, like, that might work for me.
And I'm a big fan of distracting myself while I make my dials too, because sometimes
Right,
I get kind of
entertainment.
bored. Right, of course.
Self-entertainment.
So a podcast, an audio book, maybe put on a documentary on TV. That's my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
And I'll make my dials. I'll have my phone on. I'll have it on speakerphone, and I'll just put the dials on, and then I'll be distracted watching a documentary or.
Because you're bored out of your mind making phone calls.
Oh yeah. Gosh, if I just stared at a wall making phone calls.
It's the mundane boredom of making phone calls.
You got to distract yourself.
See, most people can't put up with the mundaneness.
Right.
And now I know one of your tricks.
Absolutely.
Actually, I know 2 of your tricks.
I'm a big fan of it.
Documentary on the television, speakerphone locked in a cold basement.
It's true.
Hey, your program ain't working. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
And never stop making your dials until you hit your goal. So just make sure you put it on mute before you flush the toilet.
It's good advice. It's good advice. It's good advice. James Coleman.
Yes.
Come up in here. Show off that bag. Show him that bag. Look at that bag. Woo! Are you going out the house with us or going out the cabin?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about. What, you got any of this stuff you do? Any little tricky boos? Little.
No, outside of having my goals all over the house.
Oh, whoa. Some people don't do that. Tell us more about it. Goals all over the house.
All over the house. When I say all over the house, and I don't want nobody to laugh at me. So.
Right. Some people have a weak self-image. Don't be laughing, my man. I'm come up off the top ring ropes on you.
So when I say all over the house, it's in the bedroom, not just on the bedroom mirror, but it's on the wall. It's on the refrigerator door. It's in the bathroom on the mirror, and it's in the other part of the bathroom as well too. So it's also in my office. So I'm constantly looking at it and knowing that I'm going after something.
What do you have up? What's some examples of some stuff you have up on the wall?
Agency manager, making $500,000.
So all kinds of goals just written down everywhere.
Yes, and also I have on my cell phone, my screensaver is my vision board.
All right, how many times have you hit SEAL Team this year?
Every month.
Every month. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. That's good stuff right there. How do you do the mundaneness? Do you get bored when you're making phone calls? Are you excited? How do you entertain yourself?
And I just do it. I go in the room and close the door, and I'm just.
What room do you go in? Is it the office room?
My office, yes.
Is it at your house?
Yes.
Is it like a bedroom you converted into an office?
Absolutely.
Does it have a bed in there or just a desk?
No, just a desk.
Just a desk.
And a bookshelf and a chair.
And a chair.
Yes.
Bedroom, office, desk, bookshelf, chair, phone.
That's right.
The goals in there too?
Yes, sir.
And the goals right in front of you?
Yes.
3 out of 3. And you don't have to, but you're invited to participate in the actual firing of the 50 cal Barrett.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. The only people that have done it so far on the team is Katrina and Michael Alleman. That's the only 2 people that have done it. So you're going to be the third to step foot into that arena. Woo-hoo! Okay, we did a training at the last boot camp. Oh, I want to tell, I didn't want to say this to all the listeners and the watchers that are calling in from across the country, but this team up here coerced me into letting y'all know that you guys the last Instant Thunder, it was the biggest per person purchase of self-improvement books and CDs and the biggest investment purchased to help other agents get started and that we've ever had in the history of the Alliance. You with me? That was last Instant Thunder. It was the last Instant Thunder. It was the biggest purchase per person. It was, I was like, see, let me tell y'all this. When your team starts investing in themselves by buying tickets to Family Reunion and Instant Thunder, when they start buying books and CDs to put in their own head and grow, that is a sign that your business is going to grow. Now, it's not going to grow in 10 seconds. You're looking about 90 days to 6 months. It could be the end of the month. You with me? Because a lot of times when people buy stuff to invest in themselves, they just start working harder because they go, this would be dumb, as smart as I'm going to be, to not have a group. So because they bought the stuff, they start doing the do. It's like they got excited in the moment and they invested, and now they back it up with action. You with me?
Yep.
I do that all the time. So it is a predictor of future growth, the intelligence of your people, the emotional intelligence, the body language intelligence. As that intelligence grows into your group and you grow up. You with me? The inside moves, the outside has got to follow. You with me? You move the inside up and the body is going to follow. It just can't help it. Okay? So now, when your people start going down and investing into their people, then what happens is your whole group starts going.
Right.
You with me? So that's where your bigger opportunity is. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about that. That's little stuff. The opportunity is when you invest in your people, now your whole group starts growing up. My guys got it. Andy's got it. I see him head up here. Don't worry about it. Okay, so is this making sense? All right, now, last instant thunder, people bought for themselves in the first couple of days. Then what they did is they put in an extra boost because they said, I'm going to help a couple more people. I'm going to take my eyes. See, that's the problem with a couple of people that I have that I just love them, but they got the eyes on themselves so much. It just makes me want to cry. They're just so self-centered, I want to cry. They're paying their bills, they're doing okay, they live in America, and then they don't want to get out and help nobody else. You with me? And it hurts me. But I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about the people in Instant Thunder that took their eyes off themselves and said, I'm going to help one more person. And they went the biggest boost, the biggest, deepest into their pocket. It was like, let me tell you something. They were reaching so far down into their credit and money, it was almost like they were reaching into my pocket. And they bought for them. They bought for their group. Now, I want to let y'all know that are listening in, this group has hit where you are, and we got today left. We have already, you guys have already got to where they were at the end of the day today. So whatever they to do today is how far they're going to spank you by. And then what we will do, we will test and see if at the family reunion, we need to look back and say, all right, who had more people make it to family reunion? The Instant Thunder group from March, or the Instant Thunder from April? You with me? I don't know. We'll see.
This one.
This one. Well, today ain't over. Today ain't over. So we're going to see what they do. We got a couple more things that we got coming at you. So we're full speed ahead. You with me? Hey, who's got something else that you can add as far as like your way to overcoming the mundaneness, the boredomness? Jasmine, come up here. Jasmine. Tell them who you are.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Lightborn. I was hired by Justin Balick, a part of the Balick organization. Hotspot is Miami.
We took SEAL team out to dinner in South Beach. And was that South Beach where we were?
Yeah.
Prime 112?
Yes.
Just give them some glimpse of how incredible that would be.
Oh my gosh. Right? So things are different with the Alliance. I went to that restaurant before, but it was nothing like the experience that I had with Andy. Like, we had these huge things of seafood. Like, the lobster claws were like this long. Like, it was so big.
Tell them how big the platter was.
It was like this big. Everything that you, like, I mean, it was so much meat inside. You ever had like a crab and tried to like suck as much of the little bit that was in there out? Like it was, like you could cut it with a knife. That's how much meat came out those crab legs. I mean, like oysters, fresh oysters. The shrimp were so big, like it was about this big, hanging off that thing.
Looked like a baby squirrel.
Yes. Yes, it was great. And we didn't just have one of those. It was two of them on the table. Like, these huge desserts. Like, it was big as Andy Lee's head. Like, he was right next to the cake. And it was like, oh, my gosh. How could we even, like, everybody was sitting like this at the end of the night.
We sat there for 3.5 hours or 4 hours?
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours we ate. Laughed, and ate. What was that? They had tuna every day. They fly in this tuna from Hawaii. Every day they have it flown in. We had 2 big bowls of it. Huge chunks. It was sashimi. Okay? So, not sushi, sashimi. Just straight up chunks of tuna melting in your mouth.
Oh, so good.
Now, here's what some people say too. I love these people. They go like, "You could have given that money away to the poor." We used to be poor.
Exactly.
Hey, look, we need to be revived, resuscitated, so we can continue the good work we do with the Good Samaritan bonus.
That's right.
Every once in a while, we need to get our mind back right. Or we can't keep going up there and producing.
Exactly.
So this lady goes to an interview for a secretary job, comes to the Alliance and goes, "What?
I'm not going to be your assistant, but I will become an agent."
And now here she is, SEAL team. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna say it like this. Some people come in to be an assistant, and then they become on SEAL team. Other people come in to get rich, and they... Well, this is called quiet. You with me? Good Samaritan. At least the Good Samaritan bonus people. Would y'all at least stand up? Let me see the Good Samaritan bonus people. At least stand up. Good Samaritan bonus people, stand up. Good Samaritan bonus. Okay, look. All right, each one of you that are standing out there, matter of fact, each one of you pick out somebody, just reach somebody you can reach and tap on them and get them to stand up and say, "I'm going to help you become a Good Samaritan." Get one person, stand up. Don't, if it's a couple, don't one of you get the husband, one of you get the wife. You got to get a different person, Deanna. And I'm not kidding. I want you to exchange phone numbers with this person later, and I want you to get them the Good Samaritan bonus. Okay, y'all with me? Y'all see how this works? Okay, now this. If y'all would, SEAL team, would y'all just point at one person? One person. Point at one person. Y'all stand up. The one they're pointing at. Stand up. I'm just going to tell you, Diane Lampy, I'm pointing at you. Stand up. All right, got one? Okay, now, who else? Okay, now listen to this. The ones that remain sitting, you're going to be special. Here's the way that's going to work. Raise your hand if you want to be picked, and then a SEAL team person, and let's look around. A SEAL team person, once you get 2 people that pointed at you, you can stand up. So y'all start picking them out, and then y'all got to pick somebody y'all got to pick them, so they got to be double picked. A GSB's got to pick them, and a SEAL team's got to pick them. Once you got 2 people pick you, you with me? You don't want to be picked? You don't want to be picked? You got to raise your hand if you want to be picked. I got y'all. Stand up. Somebody else, get GSB, pick them too. You with me? I'm not kidding. This is the way it's going to work. Y'all see how this works? All right, y'all grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. We got you. We got all of you counted. Everybody grab a seat unless you didn't get picked. They get picked. Somebody, slow down. Y'all pick them. Make sure somebody's in here. Manny, I got you. You stand up. Stand up. Somebody got it. Who's that back there waving? Stand up and tell us your name so we know to get you. All right, somebody got to get her. I got her. MK? I got MK. Who else is in? Dukes, you with MK too? I need somebody else with MK because I'm her upline. Will you help with MK? Yes. How about Awu? Somebody got to jump on Awu. Jasmine, will you help Awu? Do you got her number? You need Jasmine's number. I know Pam Moore's helping you, but I need somebody with no financial interest so she can just tell you like it is. What's your name, sir? Buck. Buck, what's your last name? Buck Bright? Bryant. Buck Bryant. Who's the GSB? All right. Back in the back, right here. Right here. Robert? Somebody. Thornton, would you get him? Look here. Look here. Over here on the side. What's this? You got her? All right. We got everybody. We got a couple more right here. GSB. Y'all GSB, grab hold of them. Who are you at GSB? Grab them. You got him, Steve? All right. Y'all keep grabbing back there. I'm going to get started back. Right over here, we got one over here. GSB, somebody get in there. Clayton, somebody jump in with him. All right. Okay. This is what we're going to do on the hot spots across the country. You with me? So who got Lisa? Yeah, somebody's got you. You just hold on, girl. We coming. Hold on a little bit longer. Don't quit. GSB right here. Somebody got him? If you ain't been got, you stand up. You go back to back. Somebody get a hold of them. Get a phone. Stand up and go back to back. Somebody with GSB go get their phone number because I want a connection. This is what we need to do across the country. Okay? How do you focus?
With you, we went to Atlanta, and you asked me to tell everybody my story. And after I finished telling them, and I was like, I just try to forget. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, I just try to forget about it. You said, never forget.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So I think about like all the times when I was paying for gas with change and living on my grandmother's back porch and not being able to buy the things that I like, not being able to eat sometimes, and that's what I think about. And it keeps me going because I never want to forget, and I never ever want to get back to that place ever again.
Watch this, watch this. Y'all see the tears coming up? Keep telling them. Tell them some of the stuff.
I told, like when I started, I was so broke. Like I got in a car with a stranger who I didn't know at all and drove an hour and a half just trying to find something better.
He's stranger now than he was then. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break the emotion there.
It's fine.
Yeah, listen to me. Think about this. Do the mic back up. Explain them. Single woman.
Yeah. Well,
Gets in a car with somebody she don't even know. How dumb did you know that was when you did it?
I didn't. I just was doing it because I was like,
Okay, the
I
person
need
that had a
to-
shank.
Well, yeah. I knew it was dumb, but I was like, I'm willing to take a shot. Because
You had a shank with you. You had a knife with you.
Well-
That's how dumb you knew it was.
it's still in my car.
Y'all laugh. I don't want you to miss the point. Y'all see the tears in her eyes. Tell her again tell them, have this conversation when you held me.
So we were out. So I grew up like poor. My parents, my dad dropped out of middle school and my mom dropped out of high school. She got pregnant when she was 16 and they weren't citizens for a long time. So no job. Nothing. They used to sell water on the side of the road, like Gatorade, just to be able to pay the light bills at my grandmother's house so we could sleep on the back porch. So I remember her dropping me to school and telling her, stay around the corner. I don't want anybody to see what you're driving. And I would walk halfway to school just because I was so embarrassed. I was so ashamed. And I always knew that that was not going to be my life. And I was searching and I was looking and I didn't even know what I was searching for until I found this. And it's absolutely just changed my life, not just money, because guys, you can make money, but being able to be with these people who really truly care about you.
So here's the word on the street. She said, on a private plane, she says, here's the word on the street. On a private plane, she says, I try to forget about it. And I go, didn't you see Thunderdome? In Thunderdome, they always remember to tell the story. What is wrong with you? I am serious. I am serious.
We just watched that movie.
It's a great movie. Always remember to tell the story. Because you don't want to forget where you come from. Because when you forget where you come from, you just keep repeating it over and over again.
That's right. That's right.
If you can't remember history, you are doomed to repeat it. If you can't remember what happened, it's going to happen again. And if you can't let it get deep down inside that you will cry in front of a group or cry in front of a mirror or better yet, cry in front of a telephone. Always remember to smile, even when you lighten them up. You with me? And she's smoking this thing.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And because people understand, it's like, well, I don't want to be that emotional. Do you want to be that broke? I don't want to experience the pain. Okay, keep the pain you got. Which pain do you want? I want the pain of remembering. So I got more. Look, let me tell you something. In my life, tomorrow I am having a Lamborghini shipped to my house. I texted the guy I bought it from, Carlos. I said, Carlos, send me a YouTube video to tell me how to crank it. Oh, let me tell you something. It's not a Kia or a Toyota where you turn the key, bros. This is a little more complicated than that. There's a flip a switch. First you gotta find it. Open it up, flip the switch, then you gotta put this key somewhere. It's like three strategic things you have to do, and you have to let the lights clear, and then let the oil get in, get that thing running. Because let me tell you something, when you cook one of these things, it don't mosey up to speed, it's at speed. You need to already have the oil in the engine when that thing kicks. You understand what I'm saying? I said, and it's the Roadster. I didn't go the cheap model. It's the Roadster. Okay, it's the Aventador Roadster. The Roadster part means that it's a convertible. I had no idea how to get that off the top. So I said, I need a YouTube video. He laughed, and he said, here's the YouTube on how to get the top off right now. It's already posted. So me and Stephen Davies and Diane Lampy and Chris and Courtney Long, we sitting there and watched how to take the roof off of this Lamborghini that's coming tomorrow. We watched the video. I don't even know how to talk to people. I say, you got to waste y'all's time looking at stupid videos. Well, let me give you permission. When you get your convertible Lamborghini, you can look at the video. That makes sense? And tomorrow, the G5, it's not G5, I'm thinking G5 Ranch. It's the G550 or G-Wagon. It's the Mercedes G-Wagon on triple steroids. It's the 550 4x4. I told Mac, our media guy, I said, there should be a newspaper article in Burlington that we're getting our first Mac Daddy G-Wagon 4x4. It should be more excitement than a dat-gum Chick-fil-A coming to town. I can tell you that. Here's what I'm telling you. It's harder and harder and harder to remember back to those times. I'm telling you, it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher to remember those bad times. But I'm begging you to remember. And you remember, because if I don't remember, then I set my little fat butt at home with my little wife and my little TV and my little wine, and I don't get my butt out and do hot spots, because if I can't remember what it was like, then I ain't going to help nobody else. Does that make sense? There it goes, right there. That butt right there will set at home if I don't remember, because I don't have to work. And you don't have to work. You don't have to go SEAL team. Does that make sense? You don't have to go. You don't have to do Good Samaritan. You ain't got to buy a box and send it nobody. You ain't got to invest in nobody. See, in America, you're already in the top 3%. You're a six-figure income earner. You're in the top 3% of America. I know. You're in the top 3% of America in a six-figure income. Ain't that crazy? See, here's the thing. Here's why it's harder to be rich. Because you have to remember both. You have to remember you're in the top 3%. And you have to remember where you are. Poor people just have to, I don't know what they do. I don't want to, it's like I tell my son, don't try to think like they think. Don't do it. He say, Daddy, why? I say, no. They don't say how do they and why do they. Say how do they and how do they. You with me? How does John Maxwell keep going when he don't have to go? How come J.L. Williams lived until he died? How did Franklin Graham? How did Billy Graham? How did these people go until they, you with me? Because they remembered. They remembered what was given to them, and now they owed it to other people. So your tip is remembering. That's good stuff, baby. That is so awesome. I am so fired up. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? What if, now, and see, and people say like, wait, I thought, I was counseled. This counselor told me that I should just not think about it. Well, okay, I hear you. Counselor told me that I should remember. I think you need to watch who you're listening to. Does that make sense? I ain't forgetting. Ain't nobody gonna make me forget it. I ain't doing that, Bubba. I'm gonna keep the hammer down until I can't pull the hammer back. Does that make sense? As long as I can pull the trigger back, I'm gonna pull it. I'm cranking it, baby. I'm gonna find somebody else. I'm gonna poke them. I'm gonna find a winner. I'm gonna say, Bo, you want to do it? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
It's going to get tougher and tougher. Do you look forward to it being tougher and tougher?
Yeah, no idea.
More tricks. Anything else do you do?
I always have somebody with me.
Oh, you like to walk the railroad tracks holding somebody's hand so you can lean in and lean out
They
and
make
stay
me
right
work.
on the track. They what?
They make me work.
They
Because I'm
make
like,
you work.
Shoot, I gotta do it. They're gonna be here.
Oh, they're nudging you along.
I'm like, let's go.
One more. Tricky she is. Tricky she is. Mickey, come up here. What do you do?
Sorry, there was a SEAL team bag on the floor and I couldn't let it sit there. So
SEAL team's bags don't belong on the floor. Turn around. Let me show you what you're talking about. He got 2 of them. Somebody else's. All right.
So one way that I've helped trick myself.
See, here's what people want to do. They'll say, tell me one more time. There's a video coming out that we took SEAL teams on the TWC and the activity call, and we've merged it together, got all the meat out of it, and that's coming out in a video. But what I'm working with you on here now is the motivation part. You see what I'm saying? Each one of you need these tricks. So I don't need no trick. No, you can't tell me you don't need a trick to make yourself doing it when in fact you ain't doing it. Does that make sense? You need a trick. Okay.
So rally points.
Rally points.
Yes. I really needed, and I need, accountability. I need to know that my buddies are going to be there in the morning, and then if I don't show up, that I'm going to be letting them down.
Do y'all keep track of your stuff on the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Number of appointments booked?
Yeah, it gets really competitive.
If a person only gets one, do we encourage them?
Only one? We're like, dude, you booked an appointment. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So one appointment's encouraged.
Yeah.
So one appointment we celebrate. We don't beat them up because they only got one. We say, here's another thing we're learning how to say. My group did 60,000 this month. You say, well, that'd be great. I agree. My group did $2,000 in premium this month. Woo! You say, well, that'd be great if my group did 10,000. I know. That's why we're learning how to speak it like that, with enthusiasm and excitement. And we encourage people that get one with enthusiasm. You with me? You got one, baby. You got 2. Woo! Woo!
Now get back on the phone. Hurry, let's go.
Okay, celebration's over.
Yeah.
I know where you got that from. That's me.
That's all you.
I'm like, okay, celebration, let's go. That's what I'll be. I'll take the G-Wagon out. I'll do a celebration tour around Burlington, and I go like to work. Anybody else got something big? Anything else? What you eat, what you drink? Do you lock yourself in? Do you tape the phone to your hand? Anything crazy?
You were saying the oil and the Lamborghini, because you got to get up and running.
Uh-huh.
Having my leads printed out like the night before.
Oh,
You gotta have that
preparation.
Yeah.
That's another thing is prep and set a time. So you prep the day before. You don't prep while you're supposed to be doing. While you're doing, you prep before.
Andy, I hear some people saying right now, but I don't have a rally point that I can go to, right?
Uh-huh.
So it makes me think about Olga Mathis, who drove like 9 hours one way to go to one.
Every week.
Every week, one way. But then you can start one too, right?
Yeah, you can start one.
You sure can.
So to be clear, Rally Point, for everybody that don't know, that's a place that we meet and rally. We make phone calls, booking appointments together. Everybody's on their cell phones. Everybody's in a corner. Put a wall up. We talk a little bit. Everybody takes a second break, takes a little break, encourages each other, and books appointments. This is going to blow up. I'm telling y'all. Between coaching somebody and helping somebody on a how-to that wants to. Got to help. You got to. Don't take time with a how-to somebody don't want to. That's why I said let them raise their hands if they want to. That's why I'm drawing that line all the time. Do you want to? I always ask people, do you want to? Then I say, now you got to get their buy-in. A lot of y'all are telling them, you got to go to Hotspot. You got to go. You got to come to Rally Point. You got to ask them. Say, now, do you want to? Do you want to tell me? Say it. Do you want to? You want to go EVP?
I want to.
You want to go board member?
Yes.
Okay, so now he's got permission for me to tell him what to do next. Well, then here's what I recommend you do. Get your family reunion ticket now, already done, so that you have a moral authority so that you can find another person and they say, I want to no matter what. And then you say, well, let me tell you, the first step is to get your family reunion ticket. They say, I have no money now. I say, well, okay. Now, in fact, they just stepped back is what they did. You said, what if they don't have any money? If they have money, they stepped back. If they don't have money, they stepped back. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them, but just know that ain't your guy that's ready to go now. That's your guy that's ready to go tomorrow. So you drop back into punt and you say, okay, I understand you don't have the money. That's not a problem. Here's what we're going to do. We'll have a rally point where we can make some money. Do you want, I'm asking it again, do you want to make some money? I understand you don't have money now. Do you want to?
Yes.
And then they say want to, then here's what we're going to do. I'm going to buy some leads. Do you have any money from leads? No. You don't have any money for first. You see what I'm saying? I start out with let's go buy you a ticket, let's book appointments, let's go kill it. And then I start backing it down to where I can meet them where they need to be met. And then I get them to a rally point or whatever it is. And then we start now getting to them to where I want to be. And I'm hoping one day that they'll start moving quicker when I ask them how to do it. Because I don't like people standing around talking about something. Tell you the truth be known. Okay, now I hope you never get that impression from me. Whenever you're like, blah, 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 I hope you see me going, oh, cool, oh, cool. I hope that's what you feel, that I don't care. I hope you feel I don't care. When in fact, my heart is crying for you. When in fact, inside I am dying. I am hurting so bad for you when you don't move when I know you should. But I hope all you see is happiness, because I don't want to add to your stress. Because apparently you have voices and you have situations that are already pounding you, and I don't want to add to that. I don't want to be an extra stress on a person. Does that make sense? You say, well, how do you ever get them out of it, Andy? Well, I show them by being the example and going doing it. And then I find other examples and show them multitude of examples that people can see. And I say, see, this is what one looks like. Take a picture of it. But I don't do it individually. I'm not going to take an individual and say, take a picture of her because you ain't doing it. I'm not going to do that. But I invite everybody to take a picture and say, this is the kind of people you're looking to be, and this is the kind of person you're looking to find. Is this making sense? This is crazy talk. Marcus Richardson, Denver, Colorado. Do you have a strategy that we ain't heard about?
I think the mental preparation is equally as important.
Mental preparation. There's always a smart one in the crowd. That's to bring up the mental part.
So every morning I wake up and read a proverb.
Oh, the old proverb strategy.
It just helps.
That's
me get
old
my
school
mind
right there. That's old school.
So today is like the 7th. So I read a proverb a day. So tomorrow will be the 8th, and I just use that to help keep my mind right. And then I got a couple songs that go hard, get my mind right before I get on that phone.
Can you share the songs?
I sure can. I got it right here on my phone.
Talk to me about it.
Yep.
Show me what we got. Show me what we're working with. This might be. See, you never know what little thing. You never know what little thing is going to get people going. What we got? Turn. What turn? Let me see. Oh, the carries. The Alliance SEAL team. An enhancement it is. That might get them going right there. What are we working with?
70. There's levels to this. 80 levels. 90 levels. 100 levels. 120. I worked hard. Too hard.
Okay, blow it off. Blow it off. Okay, we'll get shut down on YouTube. Okay, they'll do that, All right, so you play that. So you got 2 of them or just that one?
There's 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So how do you play them and make phone calls? Are they going while you make phone calls?
Not while I make phone calls, but before I get into my dial session. I'm on the road, listening to this, get my mind right, and then I get in there ready to hit it.
So if your phone, if your dials are supposed to start at 8 a.m., you might be listening to this at 7:30,
Right.
7:45, listen to it leading up to the time, then you start. Kind of like a pregame of the football game,
exactly
when
what
they
it
playing
is.
the music and the fireworks and the smoke and everybody's chest bumping, all fired up, kind of crazy, getting your mind right, that kind of stuff. That's what you do.
Yep.
Does any of y'all do that? Not so much. Cold basement, documentary. Anybody else? The music. Katrina, raise your hand. Music. Get the music. I like my music. You with me? I was doing a video. Forrester's coming out with new products, 10-year term, extended age limits, a charity rider that's ridiculous. So with a $100,000 policy, on the death claim, they'll give $1,000 to the client's charity. And I think it's on Strong Foundation and maybe one or two other products. So they want me to do a video for it. So I was like, what's my person in this corner? It looks like is it Lex? Is it Alexa? Huh? Alexa? I'll be like, Alexa, put on some crazy music. And then I think I said, and then she was like, I don't understand. So I was like, put on, I'm so excited. So she cranks that music up and it starts going on. And then I said, all right, let's cut the video. You with me? What do you do? I paid, hey, I'll cut through. I paid $5,000 for this. We're gonna walk on fire, 3,000 degree fire, coals. And we took about 4 hours to get ready, because then the deadline's coming and you know when it's coming. And then I had to get a signal, and my signal, y'all see me do that about every show. I'll do that a couple times. That's been my signal for about 12 years. When I start doing that, something getting ready to pop. Something. You with me? So what is you got to come up with your click. You with me? You have anything like that you click or you think? Anybody else do that? Nope. None of that? No clicking? I'm alone in that? You know? You do self-talk, okay? Huh? Marvin the Prophet? Marvin the Prophet. Rachel? He does that? Yeah. That's probably because me and him grew up watching WWE.
Probably, yeah.
Which was not WWE back in the day, but same thing. You wouldn't mind doing it like that? Huh? It matters. I'm just spending extra money. It's overtime. Okay. I got the money. It's cool. Hey, one more time. We need to send everybody home. They need to go away watching us jump and scream to the Jeff Bright favorite. You ready? Here we go. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Billy. Woohoo! Y'all grab a seat.